opportunity to speak candidly about my process and going through PTA Global and what it's done for my business. I was able to share with you guys that yes, I made 393% return on investment, as well as increase my revenue in both of the years since I've incorporated PTA Global systems. How did I do that? And what I've done is I put together my three-pronged approach of how I actually did that. First off, what's your number? A very key component of how I did this. And I think a lot of trainers forget that this evolves our purpose and our drive behind why we do what we do. Then my second thing is the game plan. My game plan of how I incorporated those system sciences and tools and what was unique in my situation given the fact that I've been in the industry for the last 9 years and I had to figure out a way to kind of just seamlessly integrate all of those. And then lastly, a new reflection. So the first prong in my game plan was the what's your number? And what's your number has to do with no, not your telephone number. It's actually the number that's so important to every single individual. And this not only applies to an independent contractor, but also an employee. And it's driven personally. It goes back to our personal lives, and this number that we get is derived from our basic needs of life and to live. So what you do to derive your number is, as an employee, first you would figure out what are your costs to live. How much money do you need to make as an individual to cover whatever your rent, your house, your utilities, your car, your food, your gas, insurance, and what will that number be? So let's say that this number is $3,500. All of these items add up to $3,500. This number that you get, you want to consider, hey, you know what, I need to add in what are my taxes, what's being taken out of my check prior to getting this number, as well as if I have any medical insurance with work. So maybe it's $500 more, and this is what you need to come gross every single month, okay, as an employee. So we take this number, and for an independent contractor, this is what we would actually want to pay ourselves. As an independent contractor, you have all of these other expenses that you want to think about. You have your overhead, you have your rent, you have your marketing, you have your insurance, you have your education, how much you're going to spend on equipment, and all of those other things that come into play when you are on your own and what you have to do to survive there. So let's say with the $4,000 and all of these other expenses that we have, we get $8,000. So as an independent contractor, you need to make $8,000 a month. Okay, so from this number, what we do is we take our average price per session. So let's say you're charging $70 per session. However, you do offer some specials. What you want to figure out is what is the average cost. If some of the sessions end up being $62 after the special is offered, you average out all of the price per session that all the clients are paying, and let's say it's $65. So given that I'm an independent contractor, I'm going to divide this number by 65, and it gives me 123 sessions per month. Now, take it back to the employee. The employee needs to make $4,000 before taxes. How many sessions does this require for them? Well, they figure out actually how much do they get paid per hour. So let's say the average employee is getting paid $25 per hour per session. You're actually going to need to train 160 sessions per month. All right, so what does this number mean? Well, I look at it and I say, okay, 123 sessions per month or 160 sessions per month. There's 4 weeks in a month. I divide that number by 4 and I get 31 sessions per week, and I would get here 40 sessions per week. Okay, why is this number so important? Because this is your number. This is the number you need to survive to meet all of your daily needs, to meet your personal needs in your life. This number is so important because this also tells you how many clients you need. The average client comes to the gym 2 times a week. So if I need 31 sessions per week, I divide that by 2, I need 15 clients. 15 clients. If I have 40 sessions per week that I need to train and the average client comes 2 times per week, then I need 20 clients. That is the number. That is your specific number that you need. Let me tell you what you do with that number. Right, so we have our ever important number. Then I take a look at my number and I look at my schedule for the month and I say, okay, well, I'm only able to work 5 days a week because I average take off Saturday and Sunday. That means that I need to train anywhere between 5.5 to 6.5 hours per day. I need to get that many clients in per day. Then I kind of map out what my month looks like and I say, okay, well, I'm off this Saturday and Sunday, I'm off this Sunday, but I'm gonna have to work this Saturday because I'm noticing that I'm taking a vacation here and I'm also having to go to an educational workshop maybe at the end of the month, which requires me to take the day off. So I only have 3 or 4 days this week that I'm going to be working. I only have 5 here, 6 here, and 5 here, which means that I have to spread out this 31 days per week or 123 hours across the entire month. And this is where the hustle comes in. This is where I say to myself, okay, I have a client that comes in twice a week and they usually come in on Tuesday and Thursday. Well, currently I know that I'm going to be gone one Tuesday during this week. So I take a look at those clients and I say, all right, what other days could they come in and how could I make it feasible for their program? So if they usually come in Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to ask them ahead of time, probably up in this first week of the month. I'm going to say, you know, I'm going to be out of town this week and I would like to know if it would be possible if maybe the third week of the month we can train Thursday and Saturday. And if that doesn't work, I say, how about just this week only, we change it to Wednesday and Friday, but I make it focused on them. I say, I just want to make sure that we get consistency in your programming and it allows you to get to your goals more efficiently by not missing any sessions, knowing that I'm going to be gone. They take it as, oh, you know what? This is about me. Because it is, I mean, don't get me wrong, but the underlying reason behind why we're trying to get this number is for us to live. And this is the driving reason. Now let me take you to the next part of how we incorporate this number into a game plan.